Hi everyone and welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes. In this week's straight to the point tutorial, I'm going to be showing you just how easy it is to create black American buttercream. I shall also be showing on camera how to pipe these beautiful roses and give that lovely metallic gold effect. As always, everything you need to know in a simple step-by-step format. Let's make a start. Start by adding 200 grams of real butter directly to a mixer. And you want to beat this on high until it's lovely and light and fluffy. Once this has been beaten correctly, it will have more of a white colour. You then want to start by adding exactly 300 grams of icing sugar, also known as powdered sugar. You then want to add exactly 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract directly to the butter and the icing sugar. Now there is a difference between extract and essence. Vanilla essence does not have half as much flavour. Vanilla extract is an awful lot more expensive, but you will taste the difference. So I highly recommend vanilla extract. I then add 1 tablespoon of cooled down boiled water. The reason I add water and not milk is because your buttercream will go off an awful lot faster if you use milk. Now just before I beat these together, one final tip for you. If you place a tea towel directly over the top of your mixer, it will just help prevent all of the icing sugar come splashing out. You want to beat this until it's all well incorporated and it's creamy and soft. Now in order to make this black without affecting the consistency of the buttercream, we need completely edible dust. This is Roxy and Rich Fond Dust Super Black, but I'm sure depending wherever you are in the world, there will be different brands available. If you are experienced with cake making, you will already know that colours mature over time. If you're relatively new, however, it's something to learn. So what I tended to do was to add a small amount and beat this into the buttercream, a small amount at a time. I would then leave it for a short period of time and allow the colour to mature. And I would repeat this process until I got the desired colour. I'm going to show you this in step-by-step detail. It will start out grey. You need to make sure you get all the bits off of the sides and then just add a little bit more. Keep on repeating, and then as mentioned, just allow it a little bit of time before you add more colour. So here you can see it in its different stages on the speeded up footage. You can clearly see how the colours mature, but remember, off camera I was just leaving the buttercream to one side for a little bit, about 30 minutes at a time, before adding more colour to allow it to gently mature. This helps it get darker just by leaving it. It's the same with sugar paste, the colours always mature. I would just advise when you do leave it, I covered my KitchenAid or whatever mixer you are using with a small amount of cling film, just to help prevent the buttercream from actually going too dry. It's the best way to colour buttercream black. Just look how striking that is, because the buttercream can split. If you use gel colours, you need to use edible dusts. Now to pipe a rose, you just need a Wilton 2D piping nozzle. Simply trim the end of a disposable piping bag. I then add my piping tip to the centre, and just a little tip. If you then place this into a glass and wrap the piping bag around the outside of the glass, you will find it an awful lot easier to actually add the buttercream. Simply add the buttercream directly to the piping bag, but keep on pushing this down just to prevent any air bubbles for when you start to pipe those beautiful roses. Now this part is so simple but so effective. Start from the centre and simply work your way to the outer edges. If you've used this recipe, it will be a perfect consistency. If you're uncomfortable, practice on baking paper first. I then simply repeat that process with all of my other cupcakes. There's no secret to this. It is as easy as it looks. It's just all about confidence and taking your time. My cupcakes have been placed in the freezer to allow the buttercream to be painted on. I am using this metallic dark gold by Rainbow Dust, but you can use any colour or paint you want. Once taken out of the freezer, you are then able to paint directly onto the buttercream. I would recommend taking one out at a time, simply paint it on and then just leave them to set. It really is as easy and as simple as that. Happy baking, everyone. I hope I've helped you again today, and I'll be back soon with more new, completely free content.